Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Strategy Guide, where we show you how to get strategic victories and tactical victories in your favorite video games. And guys, we're back. I'm literally recording this like 2 seconds after the last video. And seeing as this is a long recording session, I have to drink some water, keep hydrated, and keep cool. But, from the looks of it, we are pretty much close and on the verge to victory. So, I'm gonna see where things go from here. So, first off, we got a tank. Got our tank units. All done. We got tank units in that city. I think I'm gonna start piling some of the extra ones onto our actual, onto one of our actual naval fleets and see where we go from there. Right now I'm gonna save our game and our progress. That way it doesn't have to be undone. And not too bad. I think we're pretty good. Okay, tank, workshop, unit, modern infantry. Like, this is the worst placement on the map so far for a city. Oh my god. Okay. Well, I think I have to end my turn and wait to rush as many things as I can. Next turn. So, in my hands, I have the option for domination or cultural, but it looks like I'm going to go for cultural. If the Americans give up, end the war that's going on between us and just surrender, if Abraham Lincoln's willing to do that, then we can actually be at peace. I'm actually going to move these units here, which means I have more units here than was actually needed to defend. But, that was just a risk that I didn't want to take, so I put in a bunch of them here. 10 production. Oh my god. You don't even have a workshop here! This is crazy. I'm just gonna... It's like me making new cities all over again. Okay. If I can take some of those extra units from all the way over in London and put it here, that's fine. But at least for now, I know I don't have to worry about raiding Leeds or any other towns that they have as the Romans. Okay. What I do know, though, is that I can technically take a shortcut here. Or not. I messed up. I meant to tell him to go here, then onto the ship. Because it would make me go through the town first, and that would have ended my movement. Okay, there's a much bigger border here than I thought there was. And I definitely know they can't go through the mountains, which is good. So I need a unit there, and I can consider this area fully fortified. But at least I know they have Hastings as a building. And this is what really screwed them over. It's that they have their cities so confined that their tiles overlap, like, right here for both these cities. And that's not even with the courthouse. So, like, really making full use of your cities, you really need to have your, like, your second city and your, like, all of your cities at least 5 tiles away from each other. That way you can fully make use of everything. Especially away from your capital. Don't make any exceptions for your capital. Okay, so modern infantry was built there. Modern infantry will be complete here. Okay. I now have a tank army. And I'm going to offload that into this boat here. This probably won't be attacked by a naval unit anytime soon, that city. So I can actually divert some of my troops to there from here. Any of my capital that I could spare. I mean, I have 2 tank units and 2 modern infantry. I guess I could send a tank unit probably gonna get like 3 more infantry and then I'm just gonna raid. Now, the reason why I'm using less to go for the capital of the Americans, unlike what I did with London where I had more than enough, is because I just need to hold the city. I don't care about holding the extra tiles and making resources off of it or defending the border because it's on a completely different island. So, that in itself is technically somewhat like a border. What I need to do is just hold it down until I get my victory. Okay, I'm just gonna send all tank units, because I can easily get them onto here with 3 movements. 2. Yep, that's 3. That's exactly 3. Okay. So, I'm just gonna blockade this. Anyone else would like to declare war on me, feel free to speak up now. Otherwise, I will come to you. Won't be fun. Okay. Jonas Gutenberg adds 1 population to each city. Jonas Gutenberg was known for translating what was a book that was primarily written in Latin into German. Jonas Gutenberg spoke German language from the Germanic empires. And in this point in time, Bibles were primarily written in Latin, and not everyone knew Latin, but everyone was very religious during this time period. So being able to read Latin was a big deal for people because they didn't know what the heck certain inscriptions in books meant, or couldn't you read it. So just having that available to them is much easier, but he was excommunicated from the church just from translating the Bible into a language that his people could read and understand, but that's just how things went at the time. Now I think I got 5 on here. That's gonna be enough for now. So what I have to do is I actually have to go around the island because the Zulu are at peace with me, so I can't just tread through their waters with military units. Just not allowed. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do is form an army. I got some infantry. I'm gonna move into this city because it's much closer to where the fighting's going on. And for now, Eiffel Tower. Complete in 3 turns, but I do not have enough money to actually take anyone else on at the moment, or money to take on any more rush projects from the looks of it. I'm just gonna keep that unit in there. Temple, I probably could rush that. Yeah, I can. So what I'm gonna do is build another building, and I'm gonna go right for Cathedral. I'm gonna sort of force these guys to give up some of their land via cultural influence. And I think I'm going to get done with that. Okay. Beat that. Okay. Okay, that's actually more beneficial to me. You may be asking, why is it beneficial that they actually declared war on you? Because I don't have to go around their island now. I can actually go right into their place. And what I can do, I'm going to directly attack them from an amphibious assault. I may get a reduction in attack power for doing it, but it's much better than pouring all my units out onto the island and then attacking next turn. Okay. So, how many units do they have in there? Apparently only 2. So, at this point, on next turn, the next computer's turn, if they fail to take back one of the 4 capitals that I own. They fail to do that, then I get a domination victory. I do not need to take out all the other places. You don't need to waste your time with it unless you need to do that to weaken the enemy and weaken what they can output for the war effort against you. I do not need to go to Leeds, Hastings, Buffalo, many of the other cities that people have, such as whatever that is. They have strange names for their cities, and I cannot pronounce them. I would not expect people from these cities to be able to pronounce our names properly either, because they're not familiar with us, and I'm completely fine with that. So, I'm just gonna not rush anything, because it won't be able to get to the cities in time. And, like, nope, don't want to use any of these units, and we're done. I'm just pretty much spamming B at the moment. Government change. We only need to build the United Nations and we get cultural victory. But why do that when we get a domination victory? Anyway, guys, I'm going to have to end this video of Strategy Guide here. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, leave any comments, questions, or feedback for me in the comment section down below would be highly appreciated. Don't forget to suggest new games for Strategy Guide, as I will try and play around with it for a while before I learn a good strategy on how to beat it and tackle the strategic difficulties of this game. And I will see you guys later.